Soul Center. Welcome. This is our meditation service. So I want to welcome you all, and those of you sitting on the patio, those of you sitting inside here in our indoor sanctuary, and those of you who are joining in streaming live. I'm Reverend Keith. This is our meditation service. It's 10 a.m. on the Pacific Coast, so if you're sitting in this room, meditation, most of you are aware that one of the most kind of important pieces of meditation is the centering. It's the becoming available to the meditation. There's the intention of the meditation itself, which in this case, as a stillness meditation, is to be still and let go of all thoughts and all thinking, all figuring and all analyzing. And that's the intention of the meditation, is to commune with spirit, bring to that. So if you have an intention of something you'd like to expand, perhaps something you'd like to let go of, you set that intention that I am allowing myself to experience whatever it is. We give ourselves permission to do things, whether we know it or not. That's what choice is. And most of you have heard the expression that somebody can be a house united or a house divided. And it's kind of like when you're like, oh, I don't know whether I should go this way or go that way. I don't know whether I should do this or that. We're a little bit one foot in different rooms. And so the entire idea of any meditation, whether it's mantra, whether it is movement, whether it's an activation or an inquiry, is to come fully united, to be on the same page within your own energy body, physically, emotionally, mentally, communing in oneness with spirit. So that's the point of meditation. That's what we're going to do. So in centering, that's where we get ourselves. That would be analogous to somebody who's getting ready to run the race, stretching, getting warmed up, and so that's what we want to do. And also, I'm going to invite you to join me that you will be undisturbed, that distractions won't bother you. Inner distractions won't bother you. Outer distractions won't bother you. We, in this sanctuary here, have the doors open, and occasionally you might hear birds or children or a car zoom by or something of that nature. When you set the intention ahead of time that those things won't bother you, they don't bother you. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we'll also set the intention that we're going to allow this to be a deep, rejuvenating, inspirational, soft, gentle, yet powerful experience. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to begin with balancing the three hemispheres of our energy body. The three hemispheres of our energy body are the front half of your energy field, the back half of your energy field. In the realm of duality, which is the human experience, when we come into singularity, which is being a house united, that is where the deepest, richest experiences of meditation reside. Many people over the centuries and millennia, their one complaint would be, oh, when I sit down to meditate, I start thinking about this, I start thinking about that, whether we call it the monkey mind or chatter or distraction. And so we're letting that go. And so when we bring everything back into oneness, then it is very easy. And I'm also going to invite you all to join me that nothing is difficult. There couldn't be anything easier than being still. It requires no efforting, no trying. You're just relaxing. So we're going to go ahead and allow that to be. We still have somebody else coming into the sanctuary. So we're going to get started. And again, the hemisphere of the front and back is where we're going to start balancing first. Then we're going to move into the right and left hemispheres. So we'll go ahead and let me back up a little bit. The front and back, if you could imagine the future is in front of us and the past is behind us. And we bring them and we merge them not solely into the present, but into the eternal. So we're going to balance the front and back hemispheres. Then the right and left hemispheres, which in some traditions are about giving and receiving, and some is about masculine energy and feminine energy. And we know in the universal presence, there is no masculine or feminine, even when we talk about divine masculine, divine feminine. There is a oneness energy that merges. So we're going to balance the right and left hemispheres of our energy body, and then the north and south hemispheres of our energy body. Oftentimes we think of as above, so below, and sometimes when we're participating in a way where we think there's a heaven and an earth as opposed to a heaven as earth, then we separate the northern and southern hemispheres. So we're going to bring those into union. And when we've unified all three hemispheres of our energy body, you should notice a very profound ease in which to be still. I'm just going to give you one heads up before we get there. When we do the right and left hemispheres, I'm going to invite you to take your hands. You're going to bring it so that your middle fingers align right at your belly button. And with your breath exhaled, your fingertips will touch. And then when you inhale, they should separate. So when we get to that part, I just wanted to let you know that's how it's going to go. With that being said, I'm going to invite you to just follow my lead, relax, and one more little note. If you don't hear a word I say and you just go deep into the stillness, that is perfectly okay. All right, we are ready to begin. I like to begin by first giving ourselves permission to relax. Just saying to ourselves and our minds, I give myself permission to relax. As we invite, as we evoke, and as we allow the divine energies of peace and love, wellness and goodness, beauty and grace to wash over us and to rise up from within us without changing anything, but gently becoming aware of your breath, the inhalation, the exhalation, with the intention of allowing it to become fuller and fresher and wider and deeper, all on its own. We take a moment as we become aware of the hemispheres of our energy body, and I invite you to join me as you become aware of the right side of your body, your right cheek, your right shoulder, your right arm and hand, your right thigh and shin, and your ankle and toes. Some refer to this as the doing or masculine side of the energy body. Just becoming aware of the right side of your energy body, and now bringing your awareness to the left side, to your left ear, to your left shoulder, to your left elbow, to your left hip, to your left knee, to your left heel and toes, with the intention of uniting and balancing the masculine and feminine into oneness. And so I invite you to bring your hands onto your belly, and with the exhalation, make sure your middle fingers are touching at the belly button. We're going to go ahead and exhale and take a nice deep inhalation. And cycle your breath and your breathing so that the inhalation and the exhalation are as equal as possible. Inhaling, feeling your middle fingers separate from each other. Exhaling, feeling as they gently touch at your belly button. Just feel the union of masculine and feminine energy in perfect balance, in perfect oneness. As you inhale, feel your hands and middle fingers separate. As you exhale, feel them gently touch. One more cycle. And after your next exhalation, allow your hands to rest wherever they feel comfortable. I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to the back of your body, to your shoulder blades, to the middle of your spine, to your tailbone, to your hamstrings, to the backs of your ankles. Some refer to this energy as the past. I invite you to bring your awareness to the front of your body, to the tip of your nose, to your collarbone, to the front of your heart center, to your belly button, to your kneecaps, and the tops of your feet. Some refer to the front as the future. Some refer to it as giving and the back as receiving. We bring it into union. And we're going to do so simply and gently by exhaling and bringing your chin down towards your collarbone. Inhaling and bringing your head and neck back only as far as feel comfortable. Balancing behind us, with in front of us. And again, allowing your breath to be as equal as possible. as we allow the past and the future to return to the eternal. Exhaling as your chin comes down to your collarbone. Inhaling as your head pulls back. And one more cycle, and then relaxing. Now I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to the highest point you can imagine. Maybe a cosmic view of the stars, or the very heart of God. Whatever you feel as you gaze northward with the inner eye. And feel the energy at your crown at the top of your head. I'm going to invite you to bring your gaze and your awareness down as though you're looking into the center of the earth. The South Pole or Southern Hemisphere. The earthly or material realm. As we bring our gaze upward to the Northern Hemisphere, to the nothingness, where the fertile invisible brings an idea into form. And as we prepare to balance the Northern and Southern Hemispheres into oneness in the beginning, I invite you to just raise your palms and your arms up just about midway beneath your heart center, palms facing up towards the heavens. And just take an inhalation as you raise your arms up a few inches. Then flip your palms down and exhale with the energy going down. Inhale coming up. Exhale coming down, and allow, if possible, the energy to move your arms and hands. Bringing the Northern and Southern Hemispheres into oneness and balance. After the next cycle, just allow your hands to rest wherever they feel comfortable. Now that we have balanced north and south, the front and back, the right and left, we allow ourselves to go even deeper into the oneness, into communion with God, with spirit, with the soul. We take a moment and we deliberately allow ourselves to be free of thinking, figuring, efforting. And we allow ourselves to feel the angelic light, the resplendent radiance of the eternal energies of peace, beauty, serenity, clarity, and joy. There is no place to go. There is nothing to do. We take a moment as we become aware of our breath and our breathing. I invite you to imagine the crown on the top of your head is wide open, like the dome of an observatory. And every cycle of breathing, you feel waves of light gently, profoundly expanding throughout your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. And should your mind wander at any time, just bring your awareness back to the breath, inhaling through your crown into your heart, and feeling the energy continue to soothe and expand. And it is here that we allow ourselves to be still and know the presence of the soul of God. It's this, the fresh breath. Actively flowing. Function. It is cooperative. Of life. Magnificent. Life is eternal. We are one with this for beyond gender, beyond race. Labels. We say yes to. That which we call meditation. It is light is, love is, joy is, for this is the very nature. To feel that oneness, anchor that oneness, even there is no efforting in the divine. The flowers and we allow that elegance. That we are one with the ease of grace. We choose to anchor it so. We choose to radiate it so. We choose to expand it so. Glory to greater glory, good to more good, love to more love. And we simply agree by saying, and so it is. So it is. Amen. Into a lucid state of divine awareness. There's a bunch of people waiting outside in the hall to come into the sanctuary. For those of you online, I just want to take a moment and let you know we're going to cut the feed for a moment, and then in a few minutes we're going to start the live feed with our music and message. For those of you in the sanctuary, this would be the time to say hello